Yeah, absolutely. So I've been adding a little XRP about on average, probably every other day, every 3 days for the last couple of weeks now. And in fact, I want a little bit more time, and I think we have
Yeah,
a little bit more time, just because you have to have the SEC chairman, put in place for some of these things to happen. And then I've got some sort of theories that we could talk about. But before we do that, just some really basic things. So there's a number of tokens, and then one of the complaints is that there's all these tokens that are locked up in escrow.
sure.
And so, could you just talk about that for a
Yeah.
minute?
Different, all kinds of different cryptos have different tokenomics. The tokenomics for XRP is they created all 100 billion units. They're in existence. Ripple is the steward of what's called an escrow. They have about 37 billion and some change locked up in that escrow. Every month, 1 billion XRP gets unlocked. And Ripple decides, hey, we need this much XRP. And then usually they relock up whatever they don't need, for partners or other things. And so the reason this is really important is because it takes away out of circulating supply of XRP. And so if we can bring the circulating supply of XRP down, your XRP is actually worth more because there's less circulating. And so I did a video on this the other day. How can we reduce the circulating supply of XRP? And so a few things that you can do or that are being done right now is they're working on staking for the XRP ledger on Flare networks and, of course, the XRP mainnet. And so staking will work towards removing XRP out of circulation. And there's a few other things that can be done to bring down the circulating supply. So as value moves on chain, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit, if we can reduce the circulating supply and add value on chain, your XRP could go from a few dollars to a few $100s pretty quickly if and when that happens. But I need people to understand that we are still in a full speculation market. The US does not have regulation yet. And I think that banks, Paul Atkins is going to be the chair of the SEC.